needed that horn, thank you. Woo! I am excited to be here. I started 6 years ago, as Coach Lee said, and when I first started, I didn't have a lot of experience in the party plan company, but there was something about Scentsy that I just knew I had to be a part of it. And throughout that first year or so, I worked really hard because I didn't know what the heck I was doing. And I decided that I would be doing home parties. That's why I signed up for it, because it's a home-based business. You do home parties. And throughout the last few years, I've discovered that there's other ways to get my sales. But the one thing that stayed true and strong to me is the home parties. And I love that, and I acknowledge a lot of my success to the most amazing hosts that I work with. They are part of my business, and I appreciate them in all of their efforts. And what I'm going to talk to you today, and I have so many things going through my head, so if I forget to click, what I'm going to talk today on is host coaching. To me, oh, and I first have to say too, I did a show about 2 weekends ago, and when I was at this show, I did door prizes. And when I got those door prizes home, and throughout talking to people, I had 26 people that want to do party. Now, I hope I can get to them before you get to them, but to me, that just blew me away. There are people out there that still want to do home parties with us, and we need to be willing to do them. I hear a lot of downlines say, there's nobody to do parties for. Well, I have a whole list at my house, and if you do door prizes at your parties or at your events, you will find them. It's just whether or not you follow up with them or not. Okay, back to host coaching. I think this is one of the most important aspects of your business, and some of the things that you do with host coaching are build your rapport with your host. Some of my hostesses are my good friends who I didn't even know before when I did this business. I've gotten to know them and know about their families, know what they like, just personal knowledge about them and get to know them. They are my friends. This business isn't just about sales, it's about building relationships. And if you build strong relationships with your hosts, your business will be successful. It's important to motivate your host. Everybody hosts a party for a certain reason. Maybe your host is hosting a party because she wants all the free and half-price items. That's what most of mine want. Or maybe she wants to just have a girls' night out. Your job as a consultant is to find out what motivates her, and you encourage her and build on that motivation to keep her happy and have a successful night with her. Instruction. It's crucial that you give the proper instruction. Some people have never hosted a party, don't know what they need to do. It's your responsibility to teach them as the coach and to work with them as to what to expect from your party. Make sure that you're giving a hostess packet so that it has instructions in there too, but take the time to go through that with her or him. If I say hostess, I mean host, and if I say host, I mean hostess or host, whatever. Appreciation. I think this is a huge thing. It's important that you realize your host is taking time out of her busy life and her schedule and is supporting you in your business. It's important that you show appreciation to her and the people that support us along the way, because that's what's going to make our relationship stronger and our business stronger. All right, now that I've talked about why we should host host, whatever. We're going to talk about the 3 phases of a party. As we all know, there's a before the party, at the party, and after the party. Before the party, your host should have a host packet. I like to keep my packets pretty simple. I know that when I get a packet, if I ever host a party, which, by the way, I'm not a very good host. I don't know about you, but I'm not a very good host. I like to keep it clean because I don't like to go through all the work and all the papers and feel like I have a big chore that I have to accomplish. So I keep my packets very simple. I put a business card in, and I put some catalogs in, some extra order forms to encourage her to get outside orders before her party. I put down in the packet the host rewards, what a host can earn. I think that if they have that in front of them and they have a goal set that helps them to get to that level. I put the guest list. There's a couple different ones. You know more than you think. There is 40 guests in 4 minutes. They have all kinds of papers that you can put in there to help trigger their memory of who to invite. And I think along with the host packet, there's many of my hosts that I've given the basket testers to. We all have basket testers floating around our house. Why not use them as an employee to do a little bit of the work for you and the hostess? So make sure you offer them the testers if they would like. Your contact before the party. It's really important that you contact your host and you're talking with her. Your communication is a key factor in helping her feel like she's doing the right thing for her party and to keep her happy. I contact my host by email, phone, text, whatever they're comfortable with. If you know them a little bit, you'll know what way is best to contact them. I like to make sure that my host knows about 2 days before her party that I'm still coming, and find out how many people that she has planning on being there so that I can kind of plan accordingly, but to also let her know that I'm going to be coming 30 minutes early to help. Your hosts need encouragement and support. I encourage my hosts to just keep their party simple. I want to do the work. I want her to sit back and relax, enjoy the time with her friends and her family, and so I encourage them to just keep it simple. And I also encourage her to get orders. I know we talked a little bit about that. Incentives and rewards. Don't you think that Scentsy has one of the most amazing host rewards program? I think it's amazing. And I love being able to give the host at the end of her party a huge bag and say, look at all the stuff that you earned. That's huge. But some consultants like to do additional incentives for their hosts. One thing that I personally do is Scent of the Month bar. So whoever hosts a party for me that month, they get the Scent of the Month bar, which I purchased the Scent of the Month and Warmer kit, and I take 1 bar from that and I give that to them as additional gift. Some people like to add additional gift for any outside orders that the hostess gets. I also like to offer incentive not just to the host, but to the guests at the party. I don't know if you've ever seen the cute little spatulas that Scentsy Success has, but if I take those to a party, people are like, how do you get those? I want one of those. Could I buy one of those? And I use that as an incentive. If anybody at the party spends $50, you get free shipping, obviously, but you can also earn a Scentsy spatula. It doesn't have to be anything big, just something little, because people love free stuff. All right, now you're at the party. Like I said earlier, I like to show up 30 minutes early. I set up my stuff, it takes about 10 minutes, and the rest of the time, I'm there to help the host. I'm to provide support and help to her. So I am helping her with food, or helping her babysit her kids, or whatever it takes to make her feel relaxed and her to feel important. I always take time to recognize my host, and especially in front of her guests. If you're not recognizing your host, you need to. It takes a lot to be a host, and it doesn't always have, its perks, but it's a lot of hard work. So we need to make sure that you show appreciation and recognize her for her efforts. What do you expect when you go to a party? As a consultant, we need to be looking for that next host. I always love it because I get sales and I get recruits sometimes, and I am always looking for those bookings. So you, at your parties, should be listening for those keywords that your guests are using that want to do parties. And when you close their sale at the end of that party, then you are talking to them about booking their party, and you have your calendar out and you're ready to book that party. So constantly be looking for that. At my parties, I present my opportunity. I don't like to talk much about myself, but I do like them to know where I've come with Scentsy. Scentsy has changed my life, and I'm sure, as most of you feel, you are blessed to have Scentsy in your lives. And if you don't share that opportunity with them, somebody else will, and you'll lose out. Scentsy is making a difference in the world today, and people want to be a part of that. I don't know if you saw the news the last couple nights, but I had 2 phone calls the next day that wanted me to explain Scentsy. And if you aren't sharing it, somebody else is going to get them, so you need to take that opportunity to share with them. And finally, after the party, I like my customers to feel like they're special when they get their products. We all know that Scentsy's amazing, and the product is amazing. And to deliver it them to just with the box and the warmers, to me, that's not me. And it might be something, it might be you to just do that, but for me, it is that final opportunity that I have to give something special to that guest. And so I make sure that I put a big bow on it, make sure that all of your stuff is labeled, because if they run out, they have that easy access to call you right there. So make sure that you're doing that. Whatever makes you feel like your customer appreciates it. I want them to know I appreciate their business and I appreciate their sale. I like to write thank you notes. That is a big thing. I slip a thank you note in for each guest with their packages, just to say thank you for supporting Susie at her party. You know, she earned a lot of free gifts and we appreciate your support. I also give a huge thank you note to my host as a thank you for hosting a party with me. We all know that Scentsy does newsletters. Make sure that your customers and the guests at the party are aware that they can sign up for your newsletter. That's sometimes your only connection with the customer after a party, so make sure if they're interested in that, you have their email address and put them on that. I remember just this last Bring Back My Bar in January, cherry almond pie was back. Who likes cherry almond pie? Not me. But I have a customer, and I have a couple customers, and I know them by name, and I don't know why. I guess I'm lucky to remember some of this stuff. But I had a customer that loves cherry almond pie, and I called her and I said, I want you to know that cherry almond pie is back this month. Don't you want to stock up? Be aware of those little things that will make your customer go, how did she remember that? You know, keep those little notes for yourself and email them or call them about those specials. And lastly is the host appreciation ideas. It's a fun time to show off the new catalog for the spring, and a fun way you can do that is do a host appreciation luncheon. You can invite your past hosts to come to your home to preview the new catalog with you, to have a little luncheon with them and show them how much you appreciate them being hosts. Great time for you to get more bookings for the next spring season. And if you're doing this every 6 months, they're always going to be coming back to you for parties. I'm done. I'm happy. But I want you to know, if you don't have any kind of a coaching system in order, it would probably be a good thing for you to do. And if you don't, you're not going to be as successful. I've learned that over the years, and I am grateful that I have Scentsy in my life and excited to be here and excited to see all the new stuff. Thank you.